with reproduction and sexual relationship. And that's why you have to know the right relationship so that you don't get pregnant or father a child when you're not ready. It also helps with care and socialization of children, I will say, and adults as well. Because some children are well socialized, when children are well socialized, they grow up to be good adults. But when you don't get the proper socialization, you grow up and you are not connecting well with other people. So you can have a member in the group who behaves in a way, and you all can say that I say way on your normal and I entertain here, because onim how to socialize, onim upbringing, onim how to socialize as a child. So children know how to play together, know how to share, know how to adjust. But some adults, you find that they don't know how to share, how to adjust. It's because they were secluded, or they were lone children. You know, lone children is you are born alone, you don't have any siblings, so you don't know, you don't relate well with others because you are used to having everything on your own. You don't know how to share, how to care. But for school and family, it helps these people to learn how to socialize and live in the community. Family also gives physical, emotional, and economic provision. And that is where we will all be interested, economic provision. So you can blame all your hardships and poverty on the family members who are not supporting you. That is what we think. In fact, that is what is right. But very soon we'll get to that stage, if we are not already there, that others are looking up to us. Are we also able to sponsor them or provide that care that we were looking up to other uncles and aunties in the family to do for us? I am sure currently some of you are thinking that, oh, I would have been better off if I had had the support of my family to do this and to do that and to do that for me. Now somebody else is also looking up to you. Can you also provide that? You can provide that. That's beautiful. So you go ahead and do it, because in their minds they feel you should do it. But now you are in the state to now appreciate why some people didn't mind you. You are in the state to understand why it's not always like that. That because you are a big auntie changing your shoe and doing your hair, it doesn't mean you can provide for everybody. The rich auntie. You are laboro half, maybe, or well balanced things. Wait, you borrow. Height, no crowd, we borrow. So they see you and it's like, it's all good for you. So why can't you help me? And I yes, sir, it's all good for you. This auntie, all I need is school fees. And maybe money to buy units. And she will come and she'll be wearing designer, have new hairdos and wearing shoes. And yet, I will see you. You hear from me. So now you are in that position. So that's what I'm saying, that now you are in that position. Are you able to provide that? But let's see. I mean, you should try and provide that, even though it's not so. But now you should understand why some of them were not able to provide that. It was all, yes. And you should find time to sit and forgive them. Don't, because for us, some of us, still, your aunties, you are bearing grudge against them, and your uncles, because they didn't help you when you needed help. It looks like that. You don't know their source of money. You don't know the deals they have, their marriage situation at home. You two will be married soon, whether you'll be okay with your husband sponsoring all his family members, and whether they should sponsor you alone. All these are things that go in, must consider with the relationship. So your uncle can buy the wife a car and cannot take care of you in school, is it a bad thing?
Yes.
Your husband, won't buy you a car and will use the money to take care of the family. Is that okay? You see, so you should look at it in both ways. Why some things go on, but of course they can make some adjustments and help, some sacrifices. But you don't know the promises and the deals they have in their relationship. You do not know other people's relationship, what connects them, what makes them stand. Their promises to each other, and that you will put so much pressure on their relationship, because some of the relationship, it looks like that, but it can be easily broken. So now we look at Joshua 24:15, and Joshua at that time was trying to tell his family that they stand for something and they will live by that, and that they will serve the Lord. Your family also have what they stand for, what they live for, and hopefully they are standing for the Lord. Once again, in this culture, you can have a family that will say they are living for a God, or they come from a clan. So there's certain things they don't do, or certain things they do. But fortunately for us, we know God, so we know where we should stand. He gave testimonies. If you have ever experienced God in such a manner, when they tell you that our family, we stand for this or we do not do this, you can come out and say, me, I have tasted God. I know what He can do. I know His faithfulness. So me and my family too, we are out and we will stand for the Lord. So do not be too harsh when you are judging someone, but you should consider what's happening in the family and rather pray for them. Even your auntie or your uncle that is not supporting you, pray for them. The word that we heard today said, well, we should pray for us. That's the word. He said, pray for us. Indeed, even the ones who are religious or who are in the faith, they are crying for prayer. So what do you think of the ones who are not in the faith? They need prayer more. Okay, they do need prayer. And we also, as a family, want to help feeding. We feed ourselves, we do love gifts and all that stuff. Have there been a time where you have fasted or you are hungry and yet you provide for somebody else? Yes, important. You can do that. You should do that often too. And so there are times that your uncles or your aunties or even your own mothers fast. It may not be prayerfully. They do not eat. They sacrifice their money to do things for you, to do things from the family. And often they are expecting some form of appreciation or response from you. To the extent that some people can get pregnant and their parents will sack them because they got pregnant. That was it hurts them. You broke their hearts, if I should put it that way, because they have been putting in a lot and it hurts them. Now you also will go out, and if you do not get a good person to support you, you badmouth your mother or your father for doing that. But what do you have to do? Pray for this broken heart to be healed and come back. It's not that they don't like you. It's not that they don't want your child per se. It's just that you have distorted their plans for you. And yes, sir. Yebeni Abato is very near. Now, this almost every slide I have pictures inside just to keep you going with the family, the theme, so that when you leave here, if you don't remember anything at all, at least you remember the pictures you saw. So what's this picture show? I think we've had some of a picture like this before, where they line us all up and then they stand and take pictures. And there's a baby is on the floor. She must be fat, and she is fat. And of course, there's someone who is not in the picture. Who is that?